Hey guys, welcome to the SSSC show. Okay, so I'm Timmy and
I'm Rickson.
I'm Ian.
Yeah, I'm Chin.
Okay.
alright, and today we have Ian here from the Computer Science Club and also Chin here from the Robotics Club. Let's go.
Alright.
Alright, and today let's start off with introducing your
yeah.
club. Yeah.
Okay, hey everyone, I'm Chin and I'm currently a student of Robotics and Electronics course, and I'm currently on my second year, second sem, and I'm currently the president of Students of Robotics and Automations Club.
Hi guys, my name is Ian Ong. I'm part of the Computer Science Club. I'm actually the vice president. The president couldn't come because he's stuck in Miri right now, so I'm here.
It's Rona.
So I'm in my second year, second sem, and my major is in cybersecurity. And what our Computer Science Club does is it's very chill. Everybody's having fun, I guess. But if you have any problems regarding like computer science stuff, programming, or like anything in general, you can just chat and whatever. And you have like if you have a problem in programming English, C#, C++, or whatever, we can hold a workshop for you. Or if you have if let's say you want to have let's say like a movie night or something, or game night, you can tell us, and then we will reply you in 48 hours. That's our rule. 48 hours, the 48-hour rule. If after 48 hours no reply, then nobody wants to.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Alright.
Right. So for you, Chin, what do you guys do like in meetings during like club sessions? What do you guys do mainly?
We do have workshops, talks, and site visits, but then site visits are not possible right now, the situations. And actually our club aims to help robotics students to further develop their skill sets and broaden their knowledge regarding the field through the workshops and talks hosted by clubs. But then please don't get me wrong, we don't only help robotics students, but we do welcome other fields of engineering of students as well, because by the term of robotics and electronics, right, we all can tell that it's a hybrid course, right? Hybrid field of engineering. Yeah. So our workshops can be very beneficial for other fields of engineering too, like mechanical, electrical, and computer science, because we have to deal with like mechanical systems, electronic systems, computer systems, and etc.
So basically, anyone from any course can just like join the club, right? There's no restrictions, right, for both of your clubs.
No restrictions.
No restrictions. Like sometimes our clubs and the IEEE club have a collaboration.
Oh, you guys have collabed before?
Yes. So like last year we had a club trip to Lulu.
Lundu, what do you guys do there?
Having fun.
Have fun.
One of our lecturers, Dr. Mark. Hi Mark. He brought his so-called toys, and then we had a lot of fun. He brought his lightsabers, his drone, his water guns, and then we just had a lot of fun with it.
Wow.
So I'm actually quite curious, because like when I hear this like robotics, right, first thing that comes to my mind is like maybe you guys like build or program like maybe miniature robots or like drones, things like this. Is that true? Because that's my point of view from my knowledge.
Yeah, that's true. That's part of the work that robotics engineers do. And we do have a lot of like works too, not just that like learning progress. Actually you can learn it from the workshops, because we do teach about how robots, how you gonna program robots and stuff, right? Yeah, so it's like part of the journey of studies.
So do you guys learn programming as well to do all these?
Yeah, we do through our workshops. Like we have workshop, we usually call it Introductions to Robotics workshop. We'll be using Arduino to to program Arduino robots to react to certain situations with the help of the built-in sensors. So from my experience of the club activities of introduction to robotics, workshop, right? Actually, we do have this very fun procedure of like the event where the lecturer will teach you how you're going to program, what language is being used, and like the background of everything. And then at the end of the somehow close to the end of the event, right, we will have one competitions.
Competition.
We will build up the arena, right?
Oh.
And then you have to program the robots to reach until the end of arena.
Oh.
It's like a maze.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what a game.
Yeah.
So as a club, have you guys like constructed any robots before, like as a club, or is that like?
As far as I can tell, not yet.
I see. Okay, right.
So for you guys, right, have computer science and robotics have anything like that come into play in the future, like?
What I can say is, well, computer science, as we all know, computer science is they play a major role in a lot of engineering fields, right? And okay, let's put it this way. Computer science, they can create applications.
Yes, we are most like computer science because mostly what we do is what outside people think we do are like the programmers where we code stuff. Like so basically the inside
The software
part. Yeah. And then for like maybe it's like from outside people's perspective, like from just good programmers. The inside engineers are the outside.
So like you guys work in conjunction with each other to make things work, like?
Yeah, actually, these two fields are like cross.
Yeah.
Like, let's say they create an application, right? Computer science create an application, then robotics, which can control the robots or drones from all the robotics engineers.
Like sometimes they can like they use Arduino, right? Sometimes they can ask for our help to try with other languages also. It's not limited to one.
Okay. So actually, I wanted to know for like robotics, right? Since you say that we do learn like the programming language, things like those, and I want to know like for a person who has zero knowledge, right? Like we're talking about like never touched code before.
Yes, we have those people.
Will it be like very like overwhelming? Will it be like very daunting for them to like just join because they won't understand anything?
It's okay because for robotics workshops, right? The lecturer will guide you step by step. Because right from the start, actually, I also like, actually I haven't studied this sort of like related units yet. So I was thinking maybe I shouldn't join. But then actually I did try. I joined, and then the lecturer did guide you through step by step. So you learn even like from zero to hero or something like that.
And for me, it's also the same. Like when I first came to know, it was during foundation, and then I was part of originally was in engineering foundation, and then when I in second sem I took programming instead of chemistry. So I go on first programming one, and then chemistry, and then programming, and then we learn Python, and I was like, cool. Python, because I always wanted to learn Python, and then I realized Python is actually a good thing. It's okay, it's good, it's very good. And then the lecturer teach you one step by step how to do it. So then prepare you. So for my opinion, Python is like the starter. For me, it's like a good starter language for beginners.
Have you ever had like students who go to your club and then like have zero knowledge, and then how did you guys like teach them? Like if provided they were not from like the IT field
That's why we have whole workshops like today there's actually a Python workshop where we collaborate with the Rotaract Club ask us or collab to help hold the Python workshop to be open to not only students to high school students.
What about in terms of the future? What do you guys think that you guys can come up with, for robotics and computer science?
That I can't say much because
What
I haven't think much of the
Have you
future yet.
guys ever thought of like coming together to make one huge, maybe a robot or a drone perhaps?
Yeah.
Something big, event or something.
Let's hope lah.
Mm.
But for now, with the knowledge that I have now, it's very hard to say.
With our current conditions right now, it's like there's a
Very-
restrictions.
Yeah,
True.
So right now, if like AI, right, artificial intelligence is like linked to you guys, like to your fields.
More to his field.
Because in computer science currently we have 5 majors.
Right.
We have software development, IoT, which is Internet of Things, cybersecurity, AI, and data science.
The science as the minor.
No, all 5 of these are majors.
Majors.
Are
Okay.
majors.
Okay.
Because AI and data science will just, if I'm not mistaken, will just introduce this year. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this year.
So do you mind like sharing any like life experience or like the skills from being in the computer science club, like you've been able to use it, like apply it in your life, things like those.
That I haven't, because I've been really focused on getting the assignment done.
Or like more to like schoolwork like instead of like
Yeah.
have you guys like
because I have because like all students, we don't have a lot of time because we're busy with other stuff. And the only free time I have is during semester break. So during this condition right now, I'm just thinking, all of us are thinking how to survive.
Have you ever like come up with a program before, like your own one? I mean custom programs in the segments are considered like that.
I have been thinking about it, but for some reason I haven't done it yet. One day I will.
So what about robotics though? Like, is there any like? Actually, I wanna ask, what's like before you were president?
Yeah.
What was like what was your most memorable experience being in the robotics club? Like what made you stay until you became president?
The passions of the lecturers in teaching during the workshops. That's what really because like I said just now, right? Like I'm pretty new, and then I don't really know much, but then I chose to join lah.
Like most important thing is when you go in the club, obviously you want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
You want to have fun, you want to be so serious and that one.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what the lecturer did. They are trying to make things fun and make it more easier for us to learn lah. So that's what makes me like want to stay in the club even more, and the seniors as well. They're like very friendly. Whatever like you need help or anything,
You ask them,
yeah.
or they'll help like.
They're super nice people.
Wow.
So that's what made me like want to stay in the club even more lah.
Same as me.
It's nice to have like people teaching lah and like carrying us around.
Seniors. Alright, that's a lot to take in, so I think I might need a break to like absorb what you guys just told me.
So we'll take a short break and then we'll come back later on.
We'll see you later. Haha. We'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back to the Triple C show. So right, I've been thinking robotics and computer science, right? Okay, these two, when you melt them, right, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, Japan, they built a gun.
Now you're speaking my language.
Okay, so like realistically, if I were to want to build a Gundam, is it feasible with these two cars? Like from your knowledge.
I mean, in Japan right now, if you watch the news, but in Japan right now they've built a life-size Gundam that can actually move.
Oh, serious?
Yes, because this was their third life-size Gundam.
Oh.
But their previous two, which is the original Gundam and the Unicorn Gundam, both were just like standing there,
Statue.
like statues. But then they have like opening, the hatches can open, all
Yeah.
those, and they have flights like that. But they can't.
And that was it.
They can't actually move. They can't even like turn their heads on. Not yet, not until now.
But this one, it can
But this
move.
one, it can move.
So it's up to scale and it's
It's a life-size Gundam and it can move.
Wow.
So,
So how do you guys think? How do you guys think that it will work if you guys were to like put them into pieces? You know, like what is needed? What do you think is needed to build such a massive contraption?
Like obviously, like we need like really professional engineers who know how a Gundam, how realistically like a robot can move, but in a humanoid way. It's like human move like move this and then how human moves. So if nobody knows what the Gundam that you see, they sell Gundam toys, right? So like you can build them using plastics.
True.
So that's where the engineering parts come. Like during the old days, because I collect Gundams, and the old Gundams, like back in the 90s one, were like very old and very bulky. But now when you buy the model kits, they're actually well engineered for such a small scale toy. It can move almost like a human can do.
There's less cable there.
There's less keyboard, but and then now they successfully build a life-size Gundam that can actually move, and that's really impressive. Like this is like something only Japan can come up with one.
Okay, for say we were to get a plastic model, right?
Yes.
Any random plastic model. Then we were to like let's say
Assemble it.
assemble it and then replace some parts with like maybe some robotics, you know.
Yes.
Then the computer science like use the programming
Yes.
to program it.
To program it
So-
to move.
That's feasible.
Yeah,
Be able to
yes.
do it.
Yes.
So what are the steps, you know, like what would you need to program, you know? What would you need to make for the body?
Probably some motors like servo motors, DC motors, and some.
So servo and what's the difference?
Okay, servo motors is like it can tilt for a certain angles, and DC motor is like what you see in the toy cars. It's like it's literally like the engine it can spin for like 100 revolutions per minute.
Oh, so
And
it spins completely.
Yeah,
It
360
rotates.
degree.
Alright.
as for servo, it's only for certain degrees.
So like, if you were to build a Gundam, the servo motor will be used for the joints.
Yeah, and so the joints
Okay, I see.
and maybe like fingers.
Mm.
Yeah, and the DC motor maybe if you're gonna implement it at the legs, so that the legs not necessarily like a real legs, or
Mhm.
maybe you can change the design or change it to like a tank.
Like the
Yeah.
tanks. Yeah.
The three triangular
Yeah, yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right? And then
Rotates.
rotate. Yeah.
Alright.
And some sensors, cause we prioritize in how robots should react in certain situations.
Mm.
So we have we're gonna need some built-in sensors to collect the data, like the IRLED or something, like tell the robots like what's the surrounding like how close are you to a wall or to an obstacles, and how you're gonna react to it. Yeah, like the sensors.
So it's like deep learning, then it'll like eventually adapt and like learn how to move on its own, is it?
Yeah.
I
And
see.
this also requires the help of computer science.
Interesting.
Like provided if you guys like are like professionals, right? Like you guys are like super good and all this, and then you guys have all the money, equipment that you need, right? What would be the dream thing that you guys would build? What do you guys think? Like is there any dream that you guys
Like,
plan on?
like my dream is already finished built already. So my dream is already built already. But my field is more to like cyber security, so it's like stop like hackers are. So like trying to stop prevent like systems from being hacked.
It's like creating an antivirus app, something like that.
Something like that.
So-
Like you know, like during when MCO started, everybody online there, and use Zoom. then you look like Zoom, like easily hacked into stupid information.
In that case, isn't that something like an ethical hacker or something like that?
Yes,
It's like
that's
instead
what-
of doing something bad by hacking, right, you do something good.
Like you
With
can,
hacking,
yeah,
yeah.
like before, like in cybersecurity field, before like there's someone implement a new system, they will hire cybersecurity people to try to hack into it, see if it's hackable. If it's hackable, that means you got a problem, and then they'll try, and then those people will create a system, like they'll try to solve this problem. Those are called white hats, which is like what I want to be. Those black hats are the evil people who try to steal information and then send them to like China or something.
I heard you have three different hats, right?
Or
White, black, and is it green or grey?
Gray is more like I'm not doing it because I'm a terrorist or something. I'm just doing it for money. It's like gray is like I'm not bad, but I'm also not good.
Mercenary, like
I'm just in the middle there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm a mercenary. I just want to profit.
Just in it for the money.
You to ask me to do this, sure I'll do it, but I just get the money. I don't care. Those grey hats, I don't care or who the people are affected or how it benefits other people. As long as it profits myself.
What about you? Do you have a dream of your own?
Yeah, personally, I would like to, because I'm a fan of Marvel. I mean, it's a lot of people's dream too, right?
Why not?
And you have seen a lot of like cosplays of Iron Man suit and
Alright.
because personally I would like to feel a suit that can actually like
Do Iron Man stuff.
like for flight only lah, for flight purpose.
Okay.
Which actually I have seen a lot of videos. Actually, they are doing
on
it.
water and
Yeah,
on water,
water,
and then
yeah.
they follow
Yeah,
themselves.
but then I think maybe in the future, right? Because things are powerful. Things are like the computers back then are huge, right? The stuff, and then as time goes, things are getting smaller, right?
Compact.
So I was thinking like maybe the jet pack or something, right?
Alright.
From the videos that we saw,
yeah.
can be like make it smaller, compress it or something. Yeah. So I think it's feasible in the future, lah.
It's kind of possible lah. You just
Yeah.
need time to think about it, like
Yeah.
how to do it.
It's always been my like one of my targets, lah.
Do you plan to weaponize it?
No.
I'll buy from you.
So like this is more on your like your personal preference. Like if you were to like make like per se that suit, the flying suit, would it be like completely like Iron Man, like full body suit, or like would it be like a jetpack like that, like with just the body only, without the helmet or like
I would say like a complete suit. Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys, you study robotics, robotic engineering, right?
Yep.
Mechanical engineering, and you study CS, right?
Yes.
Computer science. So, what drove you guys to like study these fields? Like, what was your like, what was your goal? Like,
what was your intention, or like what brought you in?
yeah,
Or what inspired me to join.
yeah. Something like that.
I think it's due to like
Yeah,
at
it's
first
something
during
like
high school it's like I just followed it and take SPM. It's like then I have no idea what I'm going to do, and then while I was thinking like computing maybe sounds fun, but then then I had to choose a university and then I chose Super, and then I go for foundation. What my agent told me is that you should go for foundation in engineering first and then see where you can go from there, because if you're in foundation engineering you can go anywhere. So and then when doing my second sem, which I mentioned just now, I took programming and then I actually do it, and it's like coding is actually fun.
Oh, so you found it fun now?
It's really fun. It's really fun because you have freedom. Because when you're programming, you have freedom. You can do whatever the code is yours. You can do whatever you want with it. And then that's what got me into computer science. So that I thought that I want to learn more. Then when I found out, there's a cybersecurity major, then it's about learning about the malware, the hacking ethics photo, and then I was like, cool, I'll join it.
So you're taking cybersecurity now?
Yes.
Oh wow.
So like networking, like things like those, is it?
How's the networking?
So we'll talk about that now.
Let's not talk about that. Yeah.
because networking, like you know, is all like command line.
Like the routers and switches.
Based on what I like to say, when you're working outside the field of networking, like as a network engineer, they don't use commands. They use programming languages like C# and Python. C# and Python. So these two programming languages.
The main ones lah. So far you guys have already learned about this, right?
I've learned Python already. C# I'm currently taking for object-oriented programming.
Object-oriented, or in this semester?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what about you? What drove you to like? Yeah.
Because I'm a person that likes to watch movies
Okay,
playing games lah.
okay.
So watching a lot of this science fiction movie like Ant-Man. That's actually that wasn't the first thing that draws me. Actually, there are things that draws me to somewhere else, some other fields of engineering. But then as time goes on during my secondary school, I found out that I'm more interested in physics rather than bio. So that's when I decided that what draws me in lah. So I was searching for a course like either mechanical or electrical, but then I found one that is the combinations of these two. So it's like why not, right?
Why not, yeah.
Robotics and mechatronics.
Yeah.
So that's when I totally decide during Form 5. I totally decide and I was like, I'm gonna study this after I graduate, no matter what. So that's when what pushed me into this field.
Right. I think.
Alright,
Pretty
so
much, yeah.
I think that's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
pretty
So
much it.
thank you guys, thank you Chin, thank you
Ian
here.
for like explaining to us, telling us, sharing your knowledge.
And spending some time here in the podcast. We wish you like the best in your studies.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Alright, so that's it. See you guys, and this
This is the Triple SC show.
You guys want to promote your clubs? Because at the end there,
Yeah, do it.
yeah.
This video is sponsored by
Raid Shadow Legends.
If you guys are interested in joining Silver Sarawak Robotics and Automations Club, you can find the link below, the registration link for SEM 2 2020.
And also, if you're interested in joining the computer science club, the link will also be in the description below. So, yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you so much.
Smash like you slap a bag of rice.
Did you know that if you like the like button, it turns blue?